Yeah, I know what you're thinking. You can get a job in the Middle East simply by trying or by magic, through others, or by a fluke. Remember that competition is everywhere. Some here, some there, but bam! Loy Machedo is the best.
If you check my previous video, I spoke about getting burnt out. Yesterday was particularly bad, really bad, because not yesterday, sorry, day before yesterday, it was really bad because the people I was dealing with, fucking hell. I'll tell you, the most exhaustive thing is dealing with stupidity. Stupid people with stupid personalities and stupid requests, and just a fucking stupid, absolute. It's like even the word fucked up is, it's like the word fucked up is too good for them. They're that stupid, So it was so bad. I literally felt like someone had taken, like how I described it to my wife. Someone took a fucking hockey stick and kept hitting my head until the point I was numb. I really couldn't think it was that bad. You can check my previous video just to see what I'm talking about specifically. I don't want to get into that. So in this video, I want to speak to you about what did I do and how did I manage to get out of it. So in case you're feeling burnt out. Doggy died? Oh. Yeah. He died, huh? Oh, that's sad. I hope they will remove because the whole place will smell. He was here before. I think he maybe eat poison. So I'll share with you what did I do specifically in terms of in terms of in managing to get out of the burnout, the depression. So maybe this would help you in some way. So the first thing what I did was, obviously when you're too overwhelmed and the depression is too much, or the work pressure is too much, or you're completely fucked up, the first thing what you should do is stop. You cannot perform when you're under pressure. You should not do or make any decision when you're under emotional duress. Like, when I'm totally emotionally overwhelmed, completely fucked, and I don't even deal with my wife. I don't even deal with my kid, with my baby, because you can end up doing something really wrong. You can get angry, you can hate, and most importantly is don't drive. Don't drive your vehicle, because you can end up, this, I'll tell you why, because this actually had happened when my wife was with the baby. Okay, and you're talking of the 7th month, 7th month. And it was really big and the baby was inside. And I don't know, my wife did something, and I think she was selling her business, doing a thing to sell the clothes and all that. And I don't know, it just pissed me off. Something just pissed me off, triggered me off. And I was in my own world, and because I lost my cool, I shouted at my wife, and we were supposed to go somewhere. And, I was driving my big Forza scooter, made her sit at the back. And I was so angry, I'll tell you, I just snapped that I was driving from my house right up to the main road. I drove at top speed. I drove in full anger, full speed. I normally don't do that. And you're talking about my wife having a baby in the stomach, 7th month, so big. It's very sensitive. And in my head, I'll tell you, the thought was, fuck, even if I have to have an accident, fuck it, let an accident take place. I don't care whether live or die, or, let anything happen. I don't give a fuck. That is just, I'll tell you, those kind of thoughts were entering my head, and I was driving at full speed until I reached the T junction. When I reached the T junction, I hit the brake violently. It was skid, the scooter skid. My wife nearly fell off. Imagine, her stomach is so big. She nearly fell off. And luckily, she held on to my shirt and she was dangling. It's not something I'm very proud of. She was dangling at the side. And I was like, then it struck me like, what the fuck? Like she was going to fall down. You remember once when you had baby and I one day get very angry with scooter?
Yes,
I go very fast and when I put the brake, you almost fall down.
yes,
And then after that, what happened? You cry and then I also become very upset, no? And then after that, I give you ice cream, no?
yes. Very big gift.
Very, very big gift I give you, no?
You ask me what they want, what they want.
Full day, no?
Yes, sir.
So, you see, I'm not telling you lies. This actually happened. Yeah, well, Annie. Yeah. So, the guy is driving like mad. So, my wife nearly fell off the bike. And I was like, I just stopped. I snapped out of it. I was like, what the fuck just happened? And then I put my wife properly and then I took the bike to the Honda showroom, which is near my house. It's hardly like 100 meters from that T junction. And I stopped there and my wife was wiping her tears and she was sobbing quietly because of the shock. Because I normally don't get angry. She was very hurt and upset. And I had tears in my eyes. I was like, what the fuck am I doing? I'm supposed to be this peaceful guy and what the fuck am I doing? And then I apologized to my wife. You saw, apologized to my wife. I really said sorry. I took her to eat her favorite ice cream and I, bought her a couple of gifts. I told her sorry. I gave her money. I sent money. I told her send some money to your house and your temple and, I was very ashamed. So the point I'm trying to tell you is, when you're under emotional stress, you can do something that can really harm the person. Luckily for me, nothing happened. We could have got an accident and I would never forgive myself if something happened to her or the baby, People can lose their hands, their legs, their lives because of road rage. So anyway, the first point that I'm trying to tell you is don't make any decision. Okay? Just don't make any decision. Don't interact with people. That's the first thing. The second thing is switch off. The second thing which I did was I told my wife, I'm going to sleep. That's it. Sleep is a healer. When you sleep, you heal because you switch off your entire system. It's like you go into reset mode. So I told my wife I'll sleep and that's what I did. I switched off the phone. There should be no social media. There should be no emails, no phone calls, nobody dealing with you, nothing. You can tell him. But don't go near the doggy. Just tell him, don't go near the doggy. The doggy is dead. You just tell him.
I think doggy.
Wait.
I know.
Bring baby out of here. It is not good. Doggy is dead there. Okay. So what happened was, the second thing is go to sleep. It's very important to go. My wife is telling them that the dog is dead. So, anyway, go to sleep. So that's what I did. And absolutely no social media because social media and news is all shit. So, okay. So that was the second part. So the third one, after you get up, once again, don't check social media, don't check the news, don't check your emails, don't check the calls. Okay. After I woke up, the first thing what I did was exercise. That's the most important thing I tell people. Now, if you have never done exercise and if you suddenly start doing exercise, that's not advisable. If you have never done exercise, go for a walk. Go for a long walk. Go to the point where you get exhausted. The point is to get tired, to get exhausted, to get fatigued, so that blood circulation will be there, so that your muscles will be relaxed. Don't opt for smoking. Don't opt for drinking. That is something you should not do. Go for a long walk. So if normally I would do like, say, half an hour or 45 minutes, during these sessions I'd push for 1 hour, 15 minutes. I'd do like half an hour extra. So I'd push myself to the point where completely exhausted, completely tired. Okay. And then after the exercise, what you need to do is stretching, which is good. It's always good to stretch your body. And then after that part is over, what I did was very important to do. Like, obviously, you should take a shower and clean yourself. But here, what you should do is take an extended shower, an extended teeth brushing session, an extended hygienic exercise where you clean yourself for an extended period of time. So instead of 15 minutes, if I would take for a bath, or 20 minutes, I would take for 30 to 40 minutes. So clean yourself completely. So it's not only mental, it's physical. After that, don't go back to work. You need to do something different. So in my case, what I did is I took my wife and my baby and all, and we went out. We went out to the market, went out to check a couple of things. So my wife went, what happened? So my wife went to, I took her for the morning market where we checked. The crickets are too loud. So I took her out so that we could forget about, just do something different. When I came back, the first thing what I did was I decided I would clean my room. I would set up everything in place and keep everything in place. So with regards to my room, the setup that I had, I changed my iMac position. Yeah. What he said?
He also because he not working yesterday. He so very bad.
Okay. So, okay. He cried, huh? Oh, okay. He cried for the doggy. Okay. So then after that was, I changed my computer. Like I had my computer in the front, my main iMac here, my gaming monitor at the side, and my secondary iMac on my left-hand side. So what I did is kept both the iMacs right in front of me. And now at the side will be a dedicated gaming area. So I decided to do that. Then that took some time. Then after that, I made sure that my room, behind the table and in certain corners, there's always dust collecting. I cleaned all that. I made the wiring proper. So, okay, that took some time. Another thing which I did was, sometimes we get so busy with life. We don't spend time with our children. We don't spend time with our spouse. So I gave my wife a hug, and I spent some time, like half an hour, just talking to her, not taking a smartphone, just letting her talk and just talking to her, just the happy times. The funny thing was yesterday was our 2-year anniversary on Facebook. So that was another funny thing. So, okay. Then I played with baby for some time, just kept her happy. So overall, I was just doing something different. Then told my wife to prepare something new. So I would try something new for food. Then I spoke to my mentor, the person, who always guides me. I spoke to people that I love, and people who are not only my well-wishers, but who guide me properly, especially when I'm confused. I didn't speak to any of my groups or anything. I spoke to people who kind of make me. She's hungry? Take her home. Yes? You want mom? Come take her home. Take her home. Give her food. So that's what I did. And then one of the other things that I did was I meditated a little bit so that my head would be more clear. I didn't think about work at all. I just didn't bother. Even though those thoughts kept coming back to my head. Okay, what is the solution? If in case I got any idea, anything, I would write it down on a sheet of paper, a black book. Because you write in a paper, you lose the paper. So I wrote it in my black book. It's like a diary, small little notebook. And Then obviously, when I was, what do you call that? When I was eating food, I watched a nice documentary that kind of helps me relax. And yeah, the only exception to this was when I got like a high profile customer, a big guy. So fine, the work, you can't take so much of rest that you say no to work. And then along with him, some 2-3 small clients here and there, they came in, they had the money ready. They said, I'll just pay you. And I was like, fine. So I just gave them instructions. I didn't spend more time with them, but I confirmed the deal. And then last, if not the least, what I did was I was playing my computer game. That kind of takes my mind off a little bit. And I wanted to upgrade my level. There was some kind of special offer in terms of resource management where it was 33% less. One of the toughest resource, that was oil, to upgrade my aircrafts. So I was like, this will be useful for me in my game. So yeah, overall, the whole day I spent just doing all that, relaxing, doing nothing else but, apart from exercise. And it was more like a recovery process, more like a general maintenance. You take your scooter, you get it completely cleaned, you take it to the workshop, you get a checkup done, any old parts, you get it replaced. You make sure everything is spick and span and make sure that it's perfect working condition. And then you bring it back home and, just take rest. And tomorrow will be a new day. So yesterday for me, pushing myself for exercise, breathing, stretching, relaxing, mentally, physically, emotionally, and doing everything that would re-energize myself. Ate good food, went out, spent time with the family, meditation. And then obviously, yes, there's always the thoughts of work, the ideas that I would write it down in a black book, but I would not execute. So today I'm going to start. By the time you will be watching this video, I already will be getting back to work. And the structure that I follow, if you want to follow, first one is go through everything that I have and delete everything that is not required, from JPEG images to videos to emails, to everything. Clean up my desktop. There should be nothing, only what is important. On my phone, there'll be nothing but except my groups. Everything else will be deleted. And if there's anybody I should deal with, you can hear the cricket. Annie, I'll finish the video because the sound is too much.
Yes.
You go home. Okay? I'm coming now. So after clearing the desktop, after clearing my email inbox, after clearing the WhatsApp messages, only what is important and prioritize. Okay, this. Finish it quickly. And, bring everything down to zero. So the fast work, whatever I can complete fast, just takes the least amount of work, shoot it off. Priority tasks, where it takes my maximum complete focus, but which is the most value added or most important for me, allocate that and allow no interruptions. And make sure each task, like if suppose I have 5 really big problematic tasks, I dedicate one task at a time, with an action plan. Like this is the least action that I should take for this. And I do. And, it's like killing one thing at a time. And finally you finish off. So I use the same strategy, whether it's work or games or whatever. And you'll be surprised to know that even completing a game, a particular stage, if I don't complete it, that bugs me. I have to complete that. I have to figure out a solution. Whether it is money or whether it's a game or whether it's a relationship or friendship, there has to be a solution. So overall, I try to finish everything and bring it down to zero. You can hear the noise. Now you'll hear it pretty loud. So yeah, that's the overall gist of the solutions that I took. So in case you're feeling overwhelmed, fuck, this is too loud, man. Don't mind. It'll be just few more minutes and we're done. So whatever is your challenge now, whatever is your challenge, follow this protocol. The only other thing I would tell you in between is make sure that you meditate. Meditation is important because when you meditate, it gives you clarity. Write down what you're supposed to do. Have a perspective. And any thought comes to your mind, jot it down. So when you have an empty mind and you have clarity of thought, you'll achieve, you'll achieve results. And I'll tell you, everything has a solution. If you can't do it, go to Google. If Google doesn't guide you, go to experts. And if expert doesn't, go to a paid professional. But make sure that you get the solution to it. Once you get the solution, I'll tell you, you'll feel like $1 million. So I hope this gave you some value, some perspective. I thought it was important for me to share real life solutions. So today I'll be back to work, starting another day. And that's it, guys. So yeah. Huh? So papaya. How your papaya? Your papaya? Okay, it's her papaya. Whatever. Okay. Alright, guys. I'll go back to my work. Back after switching off for one day. So I hope this gave you value. Put down your comments. This is me signing off. Take care.
Are you fed up of life? Earning a pathetic salary, working long hours, having an ungrateful boss, facing office politics, the constant fear of losing your job, and after paying rent, groceries, shopping, and children's expenses, you were left with hardly any savings. Is this the life you dreamed of? Or do you wish to change your life forever? Meet Loy Machedo, the world's #1 personal branding coach. He will help you identify the real you, position and sell yourself by getting the job of your dreams, and make good money anywhere in the world. If you do not believe me, Google his name, Loy Machedo, and you will find 2 million web links online and over 200 recommendations from very happy clients. So the question is, do you want to change your life? If yes, then contact Loy Machedo. www.loymachedo.com. Who is loymachedo.com? Thinkpersonalbranding.com. What are you waiting for? Do it now.